Welcome to CAT's inaugural Pensions for Everyone conference. My name is Michael Dawson, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer at CAT Pension Plan, and I'm happy to be here with you today. I'd like to share a big welcome to our active and retired members, participating employers, partners, employees, plan sponsors and governors, and media. Every year, we host a virtual event to share insights into CAT's performance over the previous year. This year, we've evolved our approach slightly and have transformed our webinar into a virtual mini conference. This gives us an opportunity to provide you with the information and updates that matter most to you. Now let's take a quick look at our agenda. I'll begin our day with an overview of CAT's 2022 performance. Following that, you'll head to your breakout session. Everything is available in the agenda plus live stream section of the platform. We'll then have a short break before we end the virtual event with a fireside chat with CAT Pension Plan's CEO and Plan Manager, Derek Dobson. If you have any questions throughout our mini conference, head over to the Submit a Question panel on the left navigation bar, and we'll be monitoring your questions all morning. Following this update, you can attend your designated breakout session by clicking on the Agenda and Live Stream on the left navigation bar. Before we dive in, let's get everyone familiar with the polling function. On the right side of the panel, click on Poll function. And as a first question, let me know if you've had an opportunity to check out CAT's 2022 Digital Year in Review already. Great, I can see a lot of people have. At CAT, our purpose is at the forefront of what we do. We want to improve retirement security for Canada, and that starts with our members. If you're participating in the CAT plan or already receiving a CAT pension, you're part of the 26.6% of Canadians that have or will have a secure, valuable financial future. If you're an employer of the plan, you're offering people a desirable retirement workplace plan that employees say they want and need. And that is a really big deal. Between 2000 and 2022, the proportion of Canadians covered by a defined benefit plan, or DB plan, declined by 24%. We are on a mission to improve that. At CAT Pension Plan, we believe everyone deserves a secure retirement. That commitment starts with our members and extends to Canadians across the nation because we know that retirement income security benefits the overall economy. And that's why we're building a community across Canada. And let's discuss how we're doing that. We are entering 2023 with more than 82,000 members and 290 employers. Overall, employers across 15 different industries participate in the plan, and we're proud to partner with 19 different unions and member associations across the country. Our Pensions for Everyone shirts have been a home run, but our Plan Ambassador program is much more than a t-shirt. At CAT, we believe that all Canadians in any job should be able to build a secure stream of retirement income while they work. This belief has been at the core of driving our purpose. We recognize there is a significant chunk of our population who don't have access to good retirement plans and who run the risk of experiencing some level of financial uncertainty in the future. Last year, we launched our Plan Ambassador program with the goal of spreading awareness on the value of pensions and ultimately advocating for better retirement for all. Today, we have hundreds of Canadians across the nation advocating for better pensions. Because we know that secure pensions support our economy, create jobs, and help communities thrive. Now, I'd like to present a few details on our performance over 2022 and looking into 2023 and beyond. CAT maintains a very meticulous approach to strategic investment and risk management, which has helped make the plan one of Canada's most sustainable pension plans. The plan sustained another consecutive year of strong funding. Our assets totaled $18.2 billion at the end of the year, with $4.7 billion set aside in funding reserves. The plan's investment fund declined 2.3% for the year, but it outperformed its policy benchmark by around $900 million. Over the past decade, CAT has delivered an annualized return of 9.7%, outperforming its policy benchmark by 2.5% per year over that period. This translates into 3.4 billion of outperformance over the policy benchmark. Overall, we entered 2023 with a healthy 124% funded on a going concern basis. This means we have $1.24 set aside for the value of every dollar of pension benefit promised today and in the future. Before moving into our following sessions, I want to welcome Asif Haq, CAT's Chief Investment Officer, for a few moments.
Morning, Mike.
Good morning, Asif, and welcome.
Thank you.
Our approach to investments is so critical to ensure the sustainability of the plan. Ahead of today's conference, we asked for your questions, and there are a few recurring themes we'd like to ask Asif. To kick things off, Asif, beyond the update I share with the group, what else can you tell us about CAT's investment strategy?
Thanks, Mike. I'd offer three things. First, plan members should feel confident that the focus of the investment team is very much on delivering investment returns to help keep benefits secure over the long term. Even during a year like 2022, when the evolution of the pandemic and the onset of war led to major shocks in markets, our team kept its focus many years down the road. We took time this year to think deeply about what the economy and markets may bring us in the future and began making tweaks to the investment portfolio that will help CAT continue to meet its obligation to members well down the road. Second, while we focused on the long term, the short term does matter. We have risk and liquidity management processes in place to help ensure that we can look through short-term market turmoil and keep focused on that future. Tough markets like 2022 provide a good test of those processes, and I'm happy to say that they worked well for us. And the third thing I'd say, Mike, is that having a long-term focus necessarily means also focusing on responsible investing, having an eye towards environmental, social, and governance issues when making investment decisions. We made meaningful strides in that area in 2022, and I believe you may have received some questions on that subject.
We have, and that's a great segue into those questions. So we've had some attendees ask about our responsible investing beliefs that we adhere to. Can you share a few words on that?
Sure can. CAT's had a responsible investing policy in place since 2007. This is one of a couple of policies that govern how the team invests on behalf of plan members. These policies are reviewed regularly by CAT's Board of Trustees, and in 2022, the board approved a refreshed responsible investing policy. That policy includes an explicit set of beliefs that we hold about responsible investing and the role it plays in our investment program. The policy and those beliefs are now available on a new and improved investments section of CAT's website, and I'd invite everyone to check that out. One of our beliefs is both simple and profound. It's that climate change represents a major systemic, economic, and investment risk. But at the same time, the transition to a low carbon economy also offers major opportunities for long-term investors. While we're already participating in the low carbon transition through investments in green energy, sustainable agriculture, and the like, we know there's much more work to do. And in 2022, we built a roadmap for how we'll do that hard work of mitigating climate risks and seizing climate-related investment opportunities in the investment program.
Great. Now moving to the future, what does 2023 and beyond look like for CAT's investment strategy?
Well, we think it's a challenging time to be an investor, Mike. Inflation is still an issue. Geopolitical concerns are lurking. But we're starting from a good place. The plan is secure and well-funded, as you mentioned, Mike. In fact, we've recently moved into funding level 5, which we'll all learn more about later this morning. And this strong starting position brings me back to where I began. We're able to look through short-term market events and keep focused on the long term when investing assets on behalf of plan members. And we're optimistic and excited for that future.
As am I. Thank you, Asif.
Thanks, Mike.
And that wraps up our opening session. You may now move into your breakout rooms. To move to your next session, click Agenda plus Live Stream on the left navigation bar. At 12:15, we'll end the mini conference with a fireside chat featuring the plan's CEO and plan manager, Derek Dobson. And don't forget, we want to hear from you. Please send us your questions throughout the session in this Q&A section of the webinar. Thank you.